If any of you are unaware of the recent games that are coming out or any of the new sort of releases that are happening within the next year of video games, then you might not know what I'm talking about. If you are aware of the games that are coming out, enter Mouse PI for Hire. This is a new game that is sort of bringing the action and adventure shooter style of Doom, yet having the artistic style of 1920s, 1930s cartoons similar to that of Cuphead and Betty and the Ink Machine. And overall, the first thing that I kind of flocked it to in sort of the style of how it's animated is that of Bendy and the Ink Machine, Cuphead, and the black and white levels from Kingdom Hearts. Now, why is this important? Why am I talking about this game? Because it is very different than anything I've ever seen in a game ever. And so far, it is looking very, very promising. This is the most recent trailer that they released just 5 hours ago. And as of now, this is looking so unbelievably insane. I love it so far.
Find the numbers before they find me.
Notice how I said Willie as in Steamboat Willie. Yeah. By the way, at first when I first saw the characters, I thought they were computer animated. There were a lot of games that did the Cuphead style, but did it computer animated. For example, there was a Wizard game that was very awful from what I heard, and this one is fully hand drawn, including these sprites here with the mouse hand. These sprites are fully hand drawn and hand animated, which I find amazing. Like, look at that. This is all hand animated. Yeah, but this is so cool. These are all hand done, and of course the 3D stuff is computer. But yeah, like look at that. Okay, that was the most like Doom thing I ever saw. But yeah.
Well. Guess that just
coming
made my
out
day.
March. So we have a lot to anticipate for this. March coming to PS5, Switch 2, and Switch 1, by the way. Xbox Series X and S, and Steam Marketplace. Now, the thing that the first time I noticed this was actually on Steam. And I wondered, what is this? What is this new game that's coming? And I went in to research it, and I found a lot of trailers, I found a lot of other information and stuff like that. And come to find out, it was originally just Mouse. It was originally just called Mouse, and then they switched it to Mouse PI for Hire. You can see the original teaser here. You can see it upgraded. The Mouse Spike D. Mouse PI for Hire official title reveal. And then the official console announcement trailer. Then they got official weapons teaser, which I found really cool. The experimental weapons reveal. The Troy Baker as Jack Pepper is insane. I mean, Troy Baker as a voice actor, insane. And also, I'm really looking forward to this because the boss fights and the overall fighting mechanics look insane as well. The set design, as you can see, looks amazing. I love it so much. I'm just hoping that it can live up to the hype it's getting. The first time we ever got actual gameplay shown, it was a hands-off gameplay showing. So if you don't know what that means, normally the hands-on gameplay showing is when they have the ability for you to see it by playing it yourself. And I think it was I forgot what it's called, but it's where literally everyone shows off games. I forgot what the event was called. I can't think of it right now, but it's so they were showing their first ever gameplay showing, except they had one of their lead developers playing the game and showing the gameplay and how you do stuff. This, in my opinion, was very different and difficult to sort of back. Um, because a lot of people at the time were very confused about this. They were like, "Why can't we just play it?" I feel like we get a lot more of it by just playing it ourselves. I feel like it was because they didn't know if it was ready to be played. I feel like it just wasn't at a stage where they felt it was ready for that, maybe. I think they also just wanted to ease people into it. There was also a deep dive documentary showing a lot of the new stuff about it.
You find
I
complete chaos on the street.
I actually want to show y'all this real quick, and we can react to that. Um,
Cooks
so-
beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
Let me see how good that is. Okay, there we go.
Our studio combines two worlds. We combine game dev with animation.
We wanted to
Oh,
make
yeah.
a game that looks like the cartoons that your grandparents probably watched when they were kids.
And the rest is history.
Mouse PI for Hire for me is unique.
They won't even know what hit them.
Surprising.
Notice the blood. There's a lot of bloodiness
Wacky,
as well.
extraordinary.
More than just an old school shooter.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's a
Oh,
game
there's even like little mini games as well. I
I've
like
never
that. I
played
like
before.
that. I love it when
ready
shooter
for a
games have
sneak peek?
more
What we are
content
cooking here?
than just the shooter part, because then it sort of creates this effect where it's more than just a shooter game. There's so much more like storyline stuff you could do. There's mini games you can do. I love it when shooter games do that, because then it creates it to be more than just a shooter game or an adventure game. It creates it to be just this overall good experience, and I like that. It makes it to where there's more and more and more content for you to go do. I love that. I love that. I especially love it when there's in-game collectibles and stuff you can get. I
My name is
love
Maciej
that
Szemin.
even more.
I'm the lead producer at Fumi Games. Mouse PI for Hire is an FPS game, 3D environment.
Oh
but
shit.
What's really unique is that everything you see, characters, weapons, it's drawn by hand, frame by frame. Everything you see in the game is handcrafted.
So at the beginning, we specialized in short film animations. But I always think that people should have the possibility and space to be creative. So when Michał Rostek, our art director, came to me with this great idea, I knew he was onto something.
Hi, I'm Michał Rostek. I'm the art director and lead animator. For me, this game is a great opportunity to spread with the world my passion about the RoboHouse animation. It is like part of pop culture that resonates with people all
Yeah.
around the world.
My name is Mateusz.
It's an art style that resonates with
I'm a
everyone.
lead narrative designer at Fumi Games. What excites me the most about the story of Mouse
I like
is
how
just
even
this
the little-
sheer comedy of
even
it.
the
Fumi
little,
Games. What excites me the
title
most
things
about
are
the story of
RoboHouse
Mouse
animation.
is
I like
just
that.
this sheer comedy of it, despite tackling subjects that are quite serious.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
I'm Łukasz Błaszczyk.
I
I'm
love
the lead
the
game designer
Funko
for Mouse
Pop
PI for Hire. What I hope that
thing
fans
that
will
it
learn from
has.
this video is that it
Also, are they selling this merch already, or are they gonna sell it when it's
isn't
it's
just
out?
another copy.
I want to
paste
know. I
of the
really want to
brochure.
know.
You're gonna meet NPCs. You're gonna learn the world. You're gonna find a deep, engaging
They
story.
got comic
We've
books as
designed
well.
the
That's
game
cool.
around you having fun.
I love that. I love it when they design games specifically for fun instead of, just making a game, Activision. Or literally just any of those, like
Our main
EA,
goal
Blizzard.
with Mouse is that every frame of the game
don't know if
should look
Blizzard's
like,
like that,
old
but- oh.
cartoon film from the 1930s.
Oh, they even got like the old like little title screen, like this character as that. I like that.
What more could a mouse detective want?
So every element of the UI or the weapons, enemies, everything is animated by hand.
One of the biggest challenges that we have to overcome is to make sure that every frame of the animation will be as close as possible to 1930s rubber house style. Rubber
Like,
house
look at
animation
all that.
is
Like,
the
look at
style of
that. That
animation
looks sick as
developed
hell.
in the United States in 1920s, 1930s, and the things that could be the
A lot of reactors do this where they're like, "Oh my god, it looks sick as hell." I'm just saying that because I'm being genuine right now.
representative of this art
Like,
style
I'm genuinely
is the
so
basic animation.
enthralled. Oh my god.
Everything bends, everything stretches and squeezes. It
Yeah, it
gives
does, yeah.
us all kinds of different things that, for example, our characters can do with their hands or legs. We're not limited by a realistic art style.
So when we consider 2D characters running around a 3D environment, that presents a challenge for designers.
So unlike the 3D characters that we can make the one model of the characters and turn him around, we need to make 6 different positions, 6 different angles for each of the characters. So front, left, side, back side, and back. So when we are going
Oh my god, they need to make the diagonals too.
through the 3D environment,
Because, okay, so normally what people do is they do the front, back, and then left and right. They normally don't do the diagonals too. I like that they did the diagonals. Although that makes it infinitely harder for people who are actually drawing and animating it.
we can see
Jesus
the
Christ, I feel
character
so
who is
bad for the
flat and
animators.
turn him
Like, look at
around.
that, there's a
And
diagonal
the
there.
final result of this is a lot of drawings to do.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
2D,
a lot of
every single
drawings.
change, I as a designer
An awful amount of
make
drawings.
to the game balance, that causes a avalanche of changes for the game itself.
Yeah.
If I speed up a character, they have to redo animations. They are
Oh.
lovely. One of the biggest challenges with Mouse PI for Hire was the black and white aesthetic, because usually you will use specific tricks to guide the players through certain locations. You have the well-known yellow paint that shows you where to use what, and we don't have that because we have a completely black and white game.
Or you would make like a different color to identify something. For example, in Bendy and the Ink Machine, when you're hovering over something, it comes over as a bright yellow, or certain things in, like, I don't know, certain other games they'll come over as like a bright white. In this game, I think
So you have to guide players.
from what I saw, they made interactables and consumables. They made them just have this little pumping effect where they just go up
We
and
will
down.
often
This will like
use typical black and white on
constrict
objects that
effect.
can be moved, will
Yeah,
be
look, see?
interactable, while
Yeah.
maintaining grayscale and no outlines.
I like
on
that. I
objects
like that.
behind
I
the
like that.
We want to put a life
Using
to the
I like the using elements that they have to make it work with what they lack. I love that. I
3D
love that so
animation elements.
much.
So on every
As a
level,
person
there
who
will
does
be
understand
something
a bit about
extraordinary and
designing
unique
certain
to see
things,
and
this makes
to-
me
to
happy.
experience.
And also understands the rubber hose and art style of that. I love this so much. Crooks
The
includes the
world
world
of
of
Mouse
Mouse
PI
PI.
for Hire is a sprawling world that we were working hard on making as believable as it can be in a rubber hose style.
I
and
just
as
realized it's Mouse Private Investigator for Hire.
such
I
is a
forgot
little
what
bit
PI meant.
comedic
My
and
bad.
it's a little bit serious when it needs to be. And the city that the game takes place in is called Mouseburg.
Mouseburg,
It has
yeah.
its own unique flavor. It's a cheesy
Whoa.
flavor, you might say.
Call me a cheesehead, but that elevator wasn't here before.
Most of the society in Mouseburg.
They even got
consists
little
of
mugs,
mice,
what the
but there are
hell?
also shrews and rats as well. But
What's a
with
shrew? Wait, what's a... What the hell is a shrew? Oh! Ew. I've never seen one of these fucks before. Okay.
society this diverse, it sometimes creates some friction. And our protagonist, Jack, is put in the middle of those situations where the friction occurs. And it's up to us
Whoa.
to solve those problems in many different ways.
Crooks beware! Detective Pepper's in the house.
So, Jack Pepper, as the title says, he's a private investigator. He's a war veteran, and he has his own scars. He has his way of extracting information, and it's not always as graceful as you might expect.
Ow! What was that for? Standard procedure. Little sucker punch before questioning never killed anyone.
So, as a private investigator, Jack is approached by his clients.
And he is tasked with solving 3 different cases.
Oh, so I'm guessing this is how our story takes place. We're charged with operating 3 different cases, or not charged, but we're asked to operate 3 different cases and investigate them. So it's the Missing Magician, Blue Betty, and Shrew Shortage. I'm guessing from what I can see, I'm guessing there's going to be one that appears here later in the game. I'm gonna take a stab. I'm gonna say there's gonna be one that appears right here in the middle or right around here and here. I'm gonna take a stab and say that it expands, and if it doesn't, that's fucked. But I'm gonna take a little guess and say that this is gonna expand. There's gonna be something here and maybe here, maybe even over here. There's gonna be other cases, because I doubt there's gonna be just 3 cases right now, right? I think there has to be more.
Each of those cases serves a different purpose and adheres to a different trope in general noir theme.
Basically, the
Purpose and adheres to a different trope in general noir theme.
basically the cases are starting points for each separate storyline that we have. Along the way, on the levels, we find some clues. Sometimes these are notes, sometimes these are physical items.
Seems I'm not the only party here.
And once we get back to Jack's office, we approach a corkboard.
And whenever there is even
Yeah.
a feeble connection between those evidences, you just link them with the red line,
God, why do I always do this to myself?
which
Okay,
in our
missing
case is a
magician.
gray line. And
Oh.
there's a chance that it will open up a way to move the case forward, to open up next level, or open up the conversations with an NPC in the hub zone.
The hub is our home, where you start the case, where you end every case.
There are 3 main areas in the hub. Jack's office, a pub called Little Big that is run by John Brown, Jack's friend. And there's Tammy's workshop, when you can upgrade your weapons and talk to her whenever your heart's desire.
Sup, Jack?
When you visit the Little Big pub,
Sup, Jack?
you can encounter 3 different NPCs. Each
I'm
of them
assuming
serves
she's either going to be Australian or kind of a Brooklyn,
as a
New Yorker
handler for a
accent.
different minigame. One of which
That's
is a
more
collectible Facebook
British, but you know,
card game.
it's more
You can
Australian.
collect cards throughout the whole world. Almost every single level has at least one
Justin
hidden
Young.
somewhere. And
The
based on that,
fuck
you
is
can build
William
your own
Brown?
deck of cards.
In our minigames, you can sometimes win hints, additional clues, or parts for some upgrades.
So whenever you
Jeremiah
start with
curd,
your current
as in
case,
cheese curd, I
there's
love
always
it.
someone to talk to in the hub.
I'm Igor.
Oh!
Igor, not Igor.
And as soon as you have your next steps figured out, then you can go just find your car. And as soon as you interact with it, you're being transported to an
Quote-unquote.
overworld map, through which you can traverse with a little nicely painted car and arrive at the specific destination that the case urges you to go to.
Mouse PR for Hire
there's
has
a manner.
more than 10 biomes. Every single biome has somewhere between 1 to 4 levels in it.
Since the story is set in the noir style,
Wait, levels as in levels to complete, or levels as in floors?
we thought that every level in the game should be inspired by locations from the cartoons from that era.
Oh, levels to complete. Got
we
it.
want to make sure that
Oh, so there's
the
gonna be a
levels will
lot
be
of
not
content.
only
Okay,
full of variety
okay.
of places,
A
but
lot of
also
content.
will be as wacky,
Got
as
it.
cartoony as possible.
Well done, genius. You broke the damn air duct.
Streets is one of the earlier levels
I
within
like
the game. So when you first enter the level,
Killing
you
shit.
find complete chaos on the streets.
Don't hurt me, officer. It was just a little cheese stick on the sidewalk.
You will see shrews
Ain't
getting
nothing
beat up. You
wrong.
will see them getting kidnapped. You will see
Oh, shrews are kind of
them.
like like say this was kind of like hell. They're kind of like the imps. They're kind of like the little
and
people.
Yeah, you will see how
they're kinda
police
like your
officers
brokies,
aren't
like your
really
little
there
poor
to
guys.
protect anyone.
Oh, there's more than just mice. There's dogs. Okay.
That was a speeding ticket for sure.
Your goal on the streets level is to enter the police station and find
Yeah, I
out
saw there was a
what's
crocodile
going on
too.
to
I
the
kind of
larger
want to.
population of
I think it'd be kind of cool to customize, customize your appearance,
Mossberg itself.
what do I know?
There are enemies running around left and right. You will fight enemies that you haven't seen before, especially in the previous parts of the game.
I think it also would be cool to customize, like for example, customize the look of the guns. I think it would be cool to have certain guns be customizable.
Here's Jacko.
You will have cops that use batons and try to pacify you with them. So enemies, enemies, enemies. Before that, the previous levels were more toned down when it comes to the types of encounters and the amount of enemies you encounter, and this time when they will come at you with everything they have.
Chapter 3. The Smoking Gun. Combat and enemies,
It's
baby.
pretty difficult to be a one-man army
Whoa.
and the single hero who saves the day, even in a
Yeah.
cartoon world.
Yeah,
So
you
we want the
know?
game to be challenging but fair at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's fair. That's fair. That's really fair.
Crawl out from.
I'm taking a small amount of specific enemies, like
That's
army
honestly
enemies,
very,
range
very fair
enemies,
though.
tank enemies, and those are initially
Respectable
presented
decision.
to you as the player to deal with, learn how they behave, learn what to expect, and then we add twists, what we call modifiers.
I like this music too.
So a tank that you've encountered previously that charged on you and you learn to dodge it when it's charging might now also enable a force
my
field
God.
around itself that you need to figure out how to deal with. And these modifiers keep it fresh
Oh.
while maintaining the feeling of familiarity when it comes to specific enemies.
Some of the characters are slim and they're moving faster to us. Some of the characters are bigger and they need to stomp around. We need to have the different approach to the characters because it changes the gameplay.
So it's not just the basic type of enemy, you'll also encounter bigger enemies, larger enemies, more complex enemies, like one that we've already shown, the Vicatore, or the alligator as it was nicknamed. And you might also encounter my
boss.
favorite boss enemy, which is the third wife.
The third wife. Oh my god, it's a ghost. That's the manner. I take it that's the
Once you
final
encounter a
boss of
specific
that.
enemy, you would want to choose a specific weapon.
So I take it you fight the boss at the very end. It's kind of like Crash Bandicoot, specifically Crash Team Racing and the Crash Nitro Kart franchises, where you would basically beat the levels, aka the tracks, and you would fight the boss at the very end. I'm assuming this is kind of like that, where you beat the levels and then you fight the boss in its own separate level.
We have
Or
a standard
it is
roster
in
of
the final
weapons,
level.
So you get a pistol. Obviously, you have a shotgun, a Tommy gun.
Oh my god, it's gonna be sick though.
But since it's a cartoon world, there is a freeze gun.
With this portable freezer, your meat and dairy will stay preserved until the end of time.
There is what we call a conscious gun,
I don't
which
really
is basically a
like a
brain
freeze
in a
gun.
jar attached to a weapon.
Without device in hand,
I think I like the conscious.
becomes mind-blowingly easy.
The cartoon cannon,
Conscious gun is
it's a
kinda fun.
cannon. So what do you expect?
Sometimes you knock. Sometimes
I think I like that one.
you knock it down.
The alt fire mode, on the other hand, it will allow you to use that loaded cannonball in the weapon, smash it into pieces, and fire a burst of smaller projectiles if you want to deal with more enemies at the same time.
Weapons in the game will also be upgradable.
There's a progression path you can follow as a player.
Oh, I
it's not
like
just,
this.
I gained the weapon and that's it. I can also improve it. I'll gain additional firing modes to that weapon. So every single weapon that you encounter as a player or unlock as a player should feel fresh, not a copy-paste of something you already found. So our approach was to give every single weapon a feeling of that's a perfect weapon for that specific enemy. However, how we designed it and how players use it might be a completely different scenarios.
You need to feel like you actually deal a lot of damage. So we managed to achieve that both animation-wise and sound-wise. We understand that what players feel, it's always a blend of what you see and what you hear on screen.
It always is. That is very true.
Right.
Very true.
So obviously the
These guys are definitely gamers. They understand the gamer mindset.
first and the most important part was to make sure that
Here's the thing. I always think about psychologically what people think as a way to sort of back up information.
the sound design properly
And the fact that they do
accompanies
this,
the
I
gameplay.
love it so much.
So we
I
have to
always
balance-
use psychology and the mental thinking of oneself and certain people and patterns of thinking. I always use that as sort of a way to explain certain scenarios, and I love that they're doing that. Like, people always understand damage via sound and visual.
our sound
I
effects
love
to,
that. I love
sound
that. I love that
pretty
so much.
oomphy in a kind of way. You need to feel like you're shooting someone in the face sometime, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
also
exactly. You need
to
the
make sure that the music in game sound
You
like
need
the
to have
old
the
cartoons that
at
we
the
refer to.
so the
So
you always need to have the after the so the you know what I
we
mean?
did, and it's actually a feature that
Can't
we
go
are
anywhere
really
without
proud
the
of, is we
without the
added a couple of different distortion
without the
filters to the sound in the game that you can
without
choose.
without the I'm sorry.
From
I'm sorry.
starting with a filter that sounds like very early wax cylinder
Sound degradation.
recordings with a heavy distortion. You can choose to use a filter that resembles, say, 1930s/1940s vinyl records.
Oh my god.
Obviously, if you want your sound in mouse to be crispy clean, that's fine. You can opt to do that. So we want the players to be able to customize their sound experience to an extent, which is pretty cool because it does change how it feels.
I saw the words more goons, by the way. Final thoughts.
From the beginning,
New
I
second.
knew that this game is like no other.
It definitely
It's
looks it, to be honest.
handcrafted entertainment full of love, made for real people by real people, which is
I love this.
amazing.
We just want to give
Dev
the
team
players
mouse
this
PI for
fascinating
hire.
world that is outlandish and
I
relatable at the
love
same
this.
time.
Oh my
The
god.
whole game as a package is exciting because every little detail that we work on across every team just makes something unique.
I'm most proud of the team that's building the
Oh.
game and the boundaries that they cross
I'm
every
so
single week,
happy
every
with
single
how
month.
this is right
I
now.
know it sounds cheesy.
I'm
but
so
it
happy with what
creates
I'm
something
seeing
that
too. I'm
is
just so happy with
truly a
this.
human
Look at this.
experience in a world inhabited by mice.
When you're a creator, you always want people to enjoy
I love
the
this,
work
man.
that we do.
I just love how it
So
looks. I
was
love it.
Really
I
outstanding
love it so
for me
much.
that this idea resonates with all variety of
Alright.
people.
I can't wait to see how players are enjoying it, what they're doing with the game, and seeing the creative fluids that we've put into the project go beyond that.
We showed you a lot today.
And I can't wait
but
either.
There's definitely more where that came from. So now it's time to step out of your office, gather some clues, connect the dots, and save Mouseburg, because right now you're the city's only hope.
Oh, I can't wait. March 19th, we're going. We're going for it. We're doing it March 19th. Let it be known, I'm doing it March 19th. I'm doing it, baby. I'll see you there. I'll see you there. When Mouse PI for Hire comes out, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna stream it live on Twitch. And you know what? I might even make some videos on it. Hell, I might even make a full compilation of said videos on it. So if you want to see that, please like, subscribe, follow my Twitch. Twitch.tv. Hold on, I can get it out for you right now. I can get it out for you right now. Hold on a minute. Twitch.tv/Mad Max Twitch. It's literally just like this username. It's, hold on, look, come on, right here. Twitch.tv/Mad Max Twitch. That's MADM4XTWITCH. You're welcome. Now, please like this video, subscribe, comment down below what you're excited about for this game, and comment down below what new videos and what new games you want me to react to. I want to do more reaction content, okay? I'm also working on the Battlefront video. I'm working on another Battlefront 2 video. Yes, I am, I know. But, as far as I'm aware, hey, that's it for now. Ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, I am Mad Max. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.